Hello, and welcome to our first PCTV Show of the year. I'm Joe Flynn.
I'm Jamie Fugere.
And I'm Fiona Claude. We're excited to be on the show this year as your new host and report on everything that PC has to offer.
Speaking of reporting, were you guys at Madness?
I was watching the live stream in McPhail's.
I was tearing it up on the dance floor, twice. And it was super cool to watch Big Sean. I heard the basketball team's pretty tight with him, but they call him Little Sean.
I was hanging out in Alumni after, and it was packed. The line for the grill was wicked long.
Funny that you mentioned the grill. Let's check out Angelica Matos' piece from the news department on the grill change in Alumni.
Hi, this is Angelica with PCTV News, and today we're talking to students and Sodexo about the controversial grill change that occurred over the summer.
In all honesty, we've had an issue with the grill prior, so the equipment actually was falling apart. The flat top, the griddle, it all had to be replaced. So rather than just replacing what we had, we decided to look for a concept, something that other colleges are running, something that's new that maybe not everybody has. So in our world, in the Sodexo world, there's a concept called the OBC, which stands for Original Burger Company. And what it's all about a fresh, homemade, made-to-order hamburger. So we actually get the fresh hamburger in, we make the patties for it each day. So we thought that actually would be a pretty cool thing to do, and it's up with the times, and it's about being fresh. So less is more, so we wanted to do more of a compact menu, and those items that are high sellers that the students actually like. So with that menu, it's a pretty limited menu. We knew take-free was key, so we made sure that we had all the primary items on the international station. You get to pick out the burger, you get to pick out what toppings you want on it, and you get to do all of that. You hand it in and we make it for you. And that's the unique part of it. It's a fresh burger, it's made for you, and that's what we try to implement.
My name is Ida. I'm a senior here at Providence College. What I think about the change to the grill, I think it does look absolutely lovely. However, I do think that the food still remains the same, although there are rumors that the food was supposed to be improved. And I also personally do feel like we should have our curly fries, we should have our mozzarella sticks. A lot of students are big fans of those food choices, and not to have them, it's unfortunate.
So my opinion on the new grill is that, first of all, it's reduced a lot of clutter, because instead of having the chicken patties at the grill along with all the other stuff, now they've moved the chicken patties to a different station. So that's done a good job of kind of cleaning up lines and stuff like that. And then in terms of the food quality, honestly, I know they took away a couple of options, but I think it's cooked better. I think the burgers themselves are a little bit better. And I think they're a little bit healthier, at least in terms of how they taste and how they look. So overall, I'm actually pretty happy with the change. I don't really mind it at all.
Right. My opinion on the grill change is that I think the new grill is nice, it looks better, but I think that curly fries and mozzarella sticks have to be brought back.
We would like to thank everyone for their opinions in this video. I'm Angelica with PCTV News. Thanks for watching.
Thank you to Stu Gerhardt for his information. And we look forward to more Inside Scoop from the news department.
All right, the curly fries are back. We'll see just how that's going. Whoa!
This just in, a hockey puck.
Hey, doesn't that bad boy belong on the ice?
Speaking of bad boys on the
Whoa,
ice.
all right, Jamie. Let's let Kyle and Brent handle this one. Here's episode 1 of PCI.
Hi, welcome to PCI. I'm Kyle Edmonds.
I'm Brenton Bowerly. Today we'll be talking about the upcoming NHL season and its associated postseason awards, starting with the Norris Trophy, the award for the best defenseman in the National Hockey League.
My pick for the Norris Trophy is going to be Duncan Keith of the Chicago Blackhawks. He won the award last year, and this will be his third award, but he's just the all-around best defenseman in the league. He contributes on offense, he gets back on defense and helps, always leads the league in plus-minus, always contributes on the power play and penalty kill. There's nothing more you can ask about a defenseman.
I'm going to have to go with the man who should have won the Norris Trophy last year, the man bear, Zdeno Chara. Now, if we're talking about plus-minus, Chara's always near the top of the plus-minus charts. And the only reason those numbers are brought down is because he plays every minute. He is out there all game long, locking down the opposing team's best offensive option, staying steady on the blue line. And really, this may be the last year we have of a great Zdeno Chara, but if it is, man, what a great career he's had. And I think he's got one more great year in him to show us what he really has and to give us one more Norris Trophy for his cabinet.
Be interesting to see. Next up, we're going to discuss the Vezina Trophy for best goaltender in the National Hockey League.
And I'm going to have to go with a repeat here with Tuukka Rask. Now, first of all, Tuukka has all the talent in the world as a goalie. He can make any save. He has incredible reflexes, perfect positioning. And we know that, and we can say that about a couple goalies in the NHL. But the thing with Tuukka this year that I think is going to get him the Vezina is that the Bruins are only going as far as Tuukka takes them. They've lost depth on defense with Johnny Boychuk. They've lost depth in other areas due to free agency. And really, his performance will be even more in the spotlight because he's taking the team wherever they need to go.
Now, as a Bruins fan, it pains me to say this, but I'm going to have to pick Tuukka's rival, Carey Price, to win the Vezina Trophy. I know. I'm a Bruins fan. Very hard to say. But Carey Price, from the Olympics on last year, was phenomenal. Sensational. Until he got hurt in the playoffs, there was no doubt in my mind they were winning the entire Stanley Cup. However, he got hurt. Things happen. This year, he's coming back from that injury. Resurgent PK Subban helping him out on the blue line. He's going to lead Montreal to an Eastern Conference championship.
And the next trophy we'll be talking about is the NHL MVP, the Hart Trophy.
The Hart Trophy, again, coming off of injury, I'm going to have to pick Steven Stamkos of the Tampa Bay Lightning. It's his team in Tampa Bay. Just like Tuukka, the Lightning go as far as Stamkos goes. His broken leg, we'll see how he comes off of that, but I think he's going to come back more hungry than ever. He's going to want to take them so much further. He's going to score at least 50 goals this year. He's got to be the MVP.
And Stamkos will certainly contribute and he will certainly produce, but I'm going to have to go with the best player on who I think is the best team in the NHL, Patrick Kane. Now, you can make an argument for Jonathan Toews here and how he contributes two ways, but Kane is the offensive piece that makes that engine go. And he's entering his age 26 season, which is really your athletic prime, especially for hockey players. And I think with the addition of Brad Richards and with your man Duncan Keith helping him out on the offensive end, he's really going to free himself up to reach that 35, 40 goal plateau that we've been waiting for him to reach and keep up the assists that he's garnered throughout his career, reach that 90-point mark for a Chicago Blackhawks team that's probably going to have one of the better records in the NHL. And I think that results in a Hart Trophy for him.
We'll see what happens. And what you've been waiting for, our Stanley Cup predictions.
I'm going to have to go with, if you haven't already guessed, the Chicago Blackhawks. Now, it's not just because they have Patrick Kane, Jonathan Toews, Corey Crawford, Duncan Keith, although those are great reasons.
Best superstars in the league.
Possibly the most loaded team, top to bottom.
Absolutely.
But that is one of the reasons why I'm picking them this year, because this is the last year they're going to be able to roll four lines the way they have for the past couple of years. Jonathan Toews and Patrick Kane just recently signed mega deals to keep them in Chicago, which is a great move. You need to keep those guys around. But those deals kick in next year, and they won't be able to put the pieces around them to roll four lines to have this deep team to continue competing at the level they have. And we think players exist in this vacuum. We think they don't know these things. But that has to be in the back of your mind, knowing this might be the last year that you have a shot to be the most dominant team in the NHL. And I think that extra motivation puts them over the top.
I, like you, am going to pick a Western Conference team because the Western Conference is just so much more stacked than the Eastern Conference. The Eastern Conference, in my opinion, is filled with a bunch of mediocre teams, whereas the Western Conference is filled with a bunch of star teams. However, I'm not going to pick the Blackhawks. I'm going to pick the Anaheim Ducks to win the Stanley Cup. Believe it or not, California is all of a sudden the hockey capital of the world. You know, you got the Sharks, you got the Kings, and you got the Ducks. This year, I think it's the Ducks' turn. Bruce Boudreau, one of the best coaches in hockey, he's going to propel them. Ryan Getzlaf is going to have one of his best years ever. Might even be the MVP, but debate for another day. Along with John Gibson, their rookie goaltender from last year. He's in his second year. Everybody's interested to see how he'll play, but I believe that he's going to play on his head. He's going to be similar to Tuukka Rask, how he was early in his career when he replaced Tim Thomas, but I think he's going to play phenomenal, and Anaheim Ducks will win the Stanley Cup.
I guess we'll just have to see.
Yes, sir.
That's our PCI for today, and have a great day.
That was a heated discussion. Almost melted the ice.
Fiona, what's so funny?
I'm on Yik Yak, and a squirrel stole a cookie from Ray.
Don't tell me you actually read those.
Bruh, it's my guilty pleasure. And it just so happens to be the entertainment department's guilty pleasure.
Let's just see what they're yakking about.
Thank God Yik Yak is anonymous. I have no idea what would happen if it wasn't. Shout out to all the people on social media when we know you're supposed to be studying. What? You do the same thing! The fact that squirrels get to live on campus without paying tuition is nuts. Shout out to the girl covering my office hours. You the real MVP. I got you. I sneezed today and this kid said, "God bless you," and I said, "I have a boyfriend."
What should I be for Halloween? A slutty cat or a slutty Elsa?
Slutty Elsa.
That's a good idea.
I still can't believe that with all these celebrity leaks, we still don't have the Krabby Patty secret formula. I love people watching. They never know I'm there. Shout out to my civ professor that did the lecture in a Hawaiian shirt yesterday. I mean, it is October, but you can still dream. Shout out to the guy sleeping, but that's none of my business. Shout out to the Providence College football team. You're still better than the Brown football team.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, you?
Good. That awkward moment when you sit down next to someone you don't know.
I sit next to you, Civ.
Yesterday, my roommate asked me if we had the same dorm room next semester. Today, a white girl saw her shadow. 6 more weeks of pumpkin spice latte. Ugh. Thank God Yik Yak is anonymous.
If that doesn't Yik Yak, I don't know what does.
Well, we've had a great first show. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm still Joe.
I'm always your Fiona.
And I'm still Jamie. Thanks for watching.